Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, we're an interactive ordering system at Inamo. If you've got a touchpad built into the right hand side of your table, as soon as you touch it, it opens up this list of icons. When you go and hover over each icon, it tells you what's within the icon, so i.e. drinks, food, ambience, extras and service options. I'll quickly run through what each of them have. Obviously in drinks you have your drinks menu, where there's a list of drop-down menus that you can drop down and see what items we have available to you. Once you actually reach those items and you hover over any one of them, it gives you a brief description of the item, a price, as well as a picture presented for you to have a look at. The same principle in food, where you drop down the menus. Again, once you hover over an item, a picture, a description of the price for you to have a look at. If you decide you want to order that item, you double click and it goes into your basket or your shopping trolley, however you want to call it. You can put as many things into your basket as you want, and they won't go through to the kitchen until you place the order and say order these. So in this case, I will remove that item and order that item to demonstrate how it goes through to the kitchen. So now we've ordered one item. For me to see what I've ordered, I go and I look in my service options. And here we go. It tells me that I've ordered one black cod and it's gone through to the kitchen. So I don't want my bill yet, so I can continue showing you around. Now we go and have a look at ambience. In ambience you've got two options, images or patterns. If we go into the images selection, we can highlight any one of the images that we've pre-programmed onto the system, and we can change the tablecloth, so to speak. Wow, nice and green. As I said before, we have a couple of images that we update quite often, and we theme them according to where we are in the year. Right, and then there's another section in images, which was the patterns. So you can go in and maybe just put a plain pattern down and change the color to something that suits you more. So we've got this one over here. This is quite a cheesy one. Alright, and then you've got the extra section over here. In extras is a bit of fun. So we've got the chef cam, which is a live feed to the kitchen, where you can see what and how the guys are preparing your food in real time. So there you've got all the guys working away. What else have we got in extras? We've got a section called What's Next. In What's Next, it highlights for you, it shows you where we are and highlights for you areas or places in the area that you can go and visit, clubs and cinemas, etc. Okay. Over here we have a section called Games, where you can play a picture puzzle, which gives you an option to build a couple of the food images into puzzles, or alternatively you can play battleships with the person sitting across the way from you, which requires a bit of trust because you can see each other's board, but never mind. Then transport links, just bits and pieces. You can call a taxi. What that does is send me a piece of paper, which then means I'll come to you and book the cab, but future versions will go straight through to the cab company. Also gives you a bus map and a tube map if you need. Finally, we've got service options where you can, as you know, view your bill as I highlighted earlier, or alternatively, if you're stuck with anything, you can go into service options and call a member of the service team over who will come and assist you with anything you need. And that's pretty much what the system does.
Well, Mark, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.